Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Brightside broadcast. I'm your host, Derek Brightside, the handsome devil himself, Derek Brightside. And if you can't sit ringside, sit Brightside with me. We're going to be talking everything OCW and indie wrestling. But we've got a huge, let me say it again, huge event coming up this Saturday night, September 19th at Next Step Fitness. OCW Presents Extreme Justice. This is going to be a huge card. We've got 6 great matches for you. From the bottom up, we've got Prince Sunra versus Game Day, Johnny Zeke. Prince Sunra making his OCW debut. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. In our Lucha X division, we've got D3 versus the Society Changer, Samuel C. Going to be a high-flying match. Going to be, no doubt, one of the sleeper matches on the card. Going to be thrilling, and it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top with that. We've got a Brick City submission match. Perza Pierce, Mrs. Tap and Snap. Mrs. Tap and Snap. Tap and Snap versus Controversial Inc.'s La Brava. And she's not tapping for anything. That's going to be an awesome match. That's a Brick City submission match. We've got our tag team championship on the line. We've got Headbanger Thrasher and Leon Scott, the new Headbangers, versus Controversial Inc. It's a rematch because Controversial Inc. was embarrassed the last time that they got together. Another match that is of special interest is the Nuyorican bad boy D. Ramos versus the Dealer, Vernon Black, OCW's #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, it is being capped off by a champion versus champion versus champion. Winner gets the bragging rights. OCW World Heavyweight Champion Vertigo, the Cure Rivera versus Riot Pro Wrestling Champion Chico Adams versus DCCW Champion Cha-Cha Charlie. Winner gets all the bragging rights, and you gotta believe that somewhere in the background, Vernon Black, the Dealer, is going to make his presence felt because he is hot right now. He's been getting picked over. He's not been getting his championships opportunity. And I want to kind of go in and segue about that. And we're going to talk about his match against D. Ramos. Because I think our commissioner, our esteemed commissioner, Mr. Brute, has been right to look over Vernon Black. You know, Vernon Black was the longest reigning OCW champion to never defend the belt. He went an entire year never defending the belt, went back to Reno. I think it's a good idea to overlook Vernon Black for that #1 contender championship. And one of the things I want to talk about in the match versus D. Ramos versus Vernon is there something to prove or nothing to lose for either one of these guys? You might recall a few weeks ago, if you watched WWE Raw, you may have seen D. Ramos in the Raw Underground itself. So you got to know that WWE has its sights on D. Ramos. Does he have anything to lose whatsoever? Win, lose, or draw with this match. You know, he's moving on up. He's doing big things. He's making his OCW debut. You know he's going to make a big impression. But does Vernon Black, the Dealer, have something to lose in this match? Because he's already being overlooked for championship matches. Does the OCW Championship Committee think that they have nothing to lose by overlooking him and giving other championship opportunities to other worthy competitors out there? We're going to find out this week who's going to prevail in this match, and we're going to leave a link below here on who you think is going to prevail. Make sure you give me a comment, a link below, a thumbs up, letting me know who do you think is going to win. Is it going to be the Nuyorican bad boy D. Ramos, or is it going to be the Dealer, Vernon Black? This Saturday night, you're not going to want to miss this whatsoever. It is September 19th. Bell time starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets are only $10 for adults. It's free for kids to get in, so make sure you bring your kids on out. It's going to be a great time. 6 great matches. A triple champion match. Winner takes all the bragging rights. It's not a winner take all as far as championships goes, but they get all the bragging rights. Can you imagine which champion is going to be bragging over a case of beer on Saturday night, saying that he beat 2 other champions? And I hope like hell it's going to be our champion, our OCW champion, Vertigo the Cure Rivera. But he's got other 2 worthy competitors in Cha-Cha Charlie, the DCCW champion, and Riot Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Chico Adams. It's going to be a must-see main event, must-see card. I'm going to see everybody over at OCW Presents Extreme Justice this Saturday at Next Step Fitness.